Hello students, how are you? I hope you all will be fine. In the last video we solved the problems based on the equivalence of the relations. In this video we will discuss about the function and its types. But before starting the topic, I would request you to subscribe our channel if you have not subscribed it till now, and press the bell icon to get the notifications of any new video. Let us come to the topic function. Let A and B be any two non-empty sets, then the rule or correspondence or relation between the elements of A and B is called a function from A to B if to each element of A there corresponds exactly one element of B. In other words, we can say a relation from A to B is said to be a function if corresponding to each element of A there exists an unique element in set B. If f is a function from A to B, then mathematically we write f function from A to B where y equals to fx, and in y equals to fx, x belongs to A and y belongs to what? B. The same thing here I try to represent with the help of the figure. This is the set A and this is set B, and both the sets are associated with the help of a function small f. X is associated with y, so how do we write it? Fx equals to y. Fx equals to y. Y is called image of x and x is called pre-image, and y is called what? Image of x under the function f. Okay. Now the next topic is, all these things here we studied in class 11th also, so I am not giving so much focus on this, just introducing. Now next topic is domain of the function. The set, if f is a function from A to B, then set A is called the domain of the function f. Codomain of the function, the set B is called the codomain of the function f. Image and pre-image. If the element x of set A corresponds to element y of the set B under the function f, then we say that y is the image of x under the function f, okay, and x is called pre-image of y. Then we write it fx equals to what? Fx equals to y. Now the range of the function, very vital. The subset of B, that is the subset of codomain which contains all the image of the elements of A is called the range of a function. Again I am repeating, the subset of B, that is codomain, which contains all the image of the elements of A is called the range of a function. Now number of mappings or functions. Number of mappings, if f is a function from A to B, the number of mappings means how many different functions from A to B can be defined. Let A and B be the finite sets having m and n elements respectively, then the number of mappings from A to B is given by n to the power m. Okay, because each element of set A, which is having total number of elements equals to m, may have how many images? N. Any element of set A may have how many images? M. So total number of elements in set A are m. Okay, so the total number of functions from A to B will be given by what? N to the power m. Now come to the types of the functions. First is one-one function. It's also known as injective function. If a function f from A to B is such that distinct elements of A have distinct images in B. In simple words, if we say that if function from A to B if f is a function from a to b and different elements of a are having the different images, then the function is called 1 or injective function. To prove this thing, what we do, we take any two elements of the codomain. We take the two elements of the domain x1 and x2 and assume that fx1 equals to fx2. That is, images of the functions are same. So assuming this, that images of the elements are same, if we can show that elements are also same, then we can say that the function is what? 1 1. Here with the help of the figure I have explained the same. What you will see in the figure, different elements are having the different images. Different elements are having the different images. Okay. Come to the next. Many-one function. A function f from a to b is said to be a many-one function if two or more elements of set A have the same image in B. Thus, a function f from A to B is a many-one function if there exists x1, x2 belongs to A such that x1 not equal to x2 but fx1 equals to what? fx2. Here in the figure you can see, that these two elements -1 and 1 are having the same image, means different elements of set A are not having the different images. In other words, we can say that if a function is not 1 1, then it is called what? Many one. Okay. Now come to the next. Next is onto functions. If the function f from A to B is such that each element of B is the image of at least one element in A, that is, the range of the function is equal to codomain of the function, then we say that f is a function from A to B. Students, you can remember that few minutes before only I told that a relation from A to B is said to be a function if all the elements of A are associated with an unique element of B. Word all I have not used for set B, means in set B there may be few elements which are not associated to any element of set A. It means what? It means if it is not mandatory that all the elements of set B may also be associated with an unique element of set A. But if it is so, that is, if there is not even a single element in set B which is not having any pre-image in A, okay, then the function is called what? Onto function. Okay, so when all the elements of set B are associated with an unique element of set A, then range of the function will become equals to what? Codomain of the function. So to prove that the function is an onto function, what we will do? We will try to show that the range of the function is equal to codomain of the function. In the figure you can see that all the elements, of the set B are having its pre-image, that's why it is an onto function. So always remember, to prove a function onto, we will try to show that corresponding to every element in the codomain there exists an unique element in set A, or we will try to show that the codomain of the function is equal to the range of the function. Now come to the next type of the function, that is into function. If the function f from A to B is such that there exists at least one element in B which is not the image of any element in A, then we say that f is an onto function from A to B. In other words, we can say that if f is not an onto function, then it will be into function. Okay. in into function there is at least one element in set B which is not associated with any element in set A. In this figure you can see that 3 is not associated with any element of set A, means this function is not onto, hence we will call it what? Into function. Now come to the next, 1 onto function, that is also known as bijective function, very vital. A function which is both 1 as well as onto, then we call the function as a bijective function. Here you can see that the in figure function is 1 also. Why 1? Because different elements are having the different images. It is onto also because in set B there is no element, which is not associated with any element of set A, or you may say there is you may say that all the elements of set B are having its pre-image in set A. So what is importance of this type of function? In the next video I will let you know when we discuss about the inverse of the function. See, here also I am telling a little bit, this is a bijective function. So in this case you can also define a function from B to A also, whereas it was not possible in case of many one function or into functions. But in this case, that is when the function is 1 and onto also, then we can define a function from B to A also. Okay, so what's its importance? In the next video I will let you know in detail. Come to the next type of the function, that is identity function. A function f from A to A is called the identity function, if every element of A is related to itself only. That is, a function f from A to A is an identity function if for every x belongs to A, fx equals to what? Fx equals to what? X. It is denoted by I suffix A. I suffix A because the function is from A to A, that's why I suffix A. If function is from B to B, then same thing will be denoted by I suffix B. Come to the next, equal functions. Two functions f from A to B and function g from A to B are called equal functions if for each x belongs to A, fx equals to gx. Fx equals to what? Gx. In other words, you can say if the domain of f equal to domain of G, codomain of f equal to codomain of G, and for common elements of x and for common element x of domain, fx equal to what? Gx. Okay. Conditions for a function. The vertical line test. If it is possible to draw a vertical line that intersects the graph of a relation in more than one point, then the relation is not a function. To explain this thing, just have a look on the picture. See, in the relation here, in this relation, if we draw the line parallel to the y-axis, what we see that it intersects a given curve twice, at this point also. Means what? Corresponding to this value of x in the domain, we are getting two set of the values of y in the codomain. It means what? It is not a function. It is not a function. Whereas in this case, if we draw the line parallel to the y-axis, it is intersecting the given curve only at one point. It means what? Corresponding to one set of the values of x, we are getting only one value of y. So this is reflecting a function. Okay student, thanks for watching the video. In the next video we will discuss about the inverse of the function and the composite of the functions. Thank you.